Hi, I'm Kathy Warren and I'm here in Orange County. I'm here with Dani LaBriola, and today we're going to learn about her crafting character, and we are looking so forward to hearing all about it.
Great, I'm excited to share. Hi, I'm Dani LaBriola, and I am the author and creator of Crafting Character. And what we do is we help kids to become good citizens that are kind and grateful and charitable so that they can be their best selves and then go out into the world and serve others. Okay, so the story behind Crafting Character actually begins with my mistake as a mom. So it's kind of a long story, but I couldn't get pregnant. My husband and I really struggled. And once I was finally able to become pregnant and have my miracle babies, I vowed that I was going to be the best parent in this world. And I took them to activities and I was creating all these wonderful memories. And we were using every small muscle group that we were supposed to be using. And I thought I was doing an awesome job. I was really focusing on their happiness in particular. And one day, one of my kids woke up and said, "Mom, what do you have planned for me today?" And all of a sudden, it hit me like a ton of bricks. I was not necessarily raising great kids, that I needed to pivot. Something was off because I was starting to raise entitled kids. So I called my mom, who has her PhD in psychology and seems to have all the answers and know everything. And she said, "Look, Dani, I'm not going to tell you how to raise your kids and I'm not going to tell you how to parent. But every time that you're talking about raising them, you're always mentioning their happiness. And what about their kindness? Like, does that matter?" So that sent me on a researching frenzy, and I found what I think is the best kept secret for parents. Okay, so the best kept secret that I want to share with everybody is right now, I think a lot of us as parents are focusing on our children's happiness and their success. And quite frankly, it's not really working, right? Our group of kids, a lot of them are very anxious, depressed, and a lot of their identity is really tied to achievements, right? And this also plays into, it really is affected also by how other kids are doing, all that stuff. And anyways, what I found through the research and through consulting with psychologists, psychiatrists, and teachers was that if we can pivot as parents and start focusing on how our children can serve others, how they can be kind to others, how they can be healthy givers, what happens is actually that comes back, not only makes them great kids, but it comes back to them like twofold. They become more confident, they become more popular, they do better in school, they are healthier, they are less anxious, less depressed. And so it actually gives back to them just as much as it is giving to others. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through how these systems work. First, let me tell you that each of these is sold by the character trait. So there's a two-step process that we complete in the system, and you order them by whatever character trait you want to help your child establish or build. First step is you read the story. And in the story, there's a whole lot of real life examples, like in this one, the loving bug, of how your child can serve others and spread love, right? And the story explains the little ladybug, that she's missing all of her spots, and that this little girl, Claire, needs to help her grow her spots. So your child finishes reading the story, and then you'll see in the back it says, "Now it's your turn." And there's like 50 to 100 ideas in the back of each book to get your kids started. Now, step 2, and this is where we have our patent pending, is now we are going to put what we have learned into action so that you can see a change in your child, so that it sticks, and so that they think, feel, and act differently. So every day for 14 days, they're going to complete an act. And when they do that, they're going to write what they've done on a ladybug spot, and they're going to put it on the ladybug, or they're going to leave it out at night if they're younger, and while they're sleeping, the ladybug is going to grow her spot. And what this does as they go through the 14 days is it gives a child a visual reinforcement. I just have 4 of them here, but it comes with 14 blank spots. Gives a child a visual reinforcement to help them continue to go to complete their 14 days of acts and to not stop. Okay, so we have 5 systems that cover 5 different traits. The loving bug covers kindness and love. Environmental ed teaches kids how to conserve and save their planet. Patriotic Pete here, he is awarded Medals of Honor, 14 of them. This book teaches kids how to be good citizens, how to be inclusive, respectful, how to identify veterans, what to say to them, all that good stuff. Crafting Character with a Grateful Gobbler. This is a little turkey that grows his 14 feathers as your child identifies all the things that they're grateful for. And then Crafting Character with a Charitable Chick teaches kids how to become charitable, and that is something you need to be doing every day, how to be a healthy giver. One final fun fact about these systems is that we do practice what we preach, and each of the 5 systems give back to a related charity. So the Loving Bug gives back to the Children's Craniofacial Association and Choose Kind. Environmental Ed chose One Tree Planted. Patriotic Pete gives back to the Fisher House Foundation. Let's see, our Grateful Gobbler here, he chose Meals on Wheels. And the Charitable Chick gives back to the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation because that is a story about a type 1 diabetic boy because my son has type 1 diabetes, so I wanted to raise awareness.
Thank you, Dani, for sharing Crafting Character today. I'm Kathy Warren here in Orange County, California.
Thanks so much for talking to me today. This was really fun.